It's tempting after seeing this movie to try and do this review in one take, just like in the movie's honor. Nah, not gonna happen. So, Birdman, directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. Now, I know I'm a bit behind on a review for this, but since it is still out and it is nominated for an Oscar, it's still relevant, hopefully. So, Birdman stars Michael Keaton as a worn-out movie star who is best known for portraying a superhero called Birdman back in the glory days of his acting career, and is now kind of washed up, but is trying to make a comeback by directing and starring in a play on Broadway. And he's dealing with his just out of rehab daughter, played by Emma Stone, and a douchey actor he had to hire at the last minute, played so well by Edward Norton, an emotional actress played by Naomi Watts, and his best friend slash agent slash manager played by Zach Galifianakis. And this is all happening when he's basically on the verge of a mental and psychological breakdown. So yeah, he's got a lot going on. This movie is shot so it looks like it's one take. It's not one take, but I would say each take is probably 10 to 15 minutes long, which is it's pretty impressive, seeing as it's not really done that often. I mean, I can't even film my reviews without cutting, and I don't even move my camera at all. That just shows my laziness. And this movie is not lazy, ever. It is planned out to a T. It's so precise that you can't help but just think what it was like on the set, because everyone must have just kind of been on edge, because it was like, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to be the guy who messes it up. Like, that would suck. The movie's getting a lot of hype for how it's filmed, almost like how Boyhood is getting all the hype because it was filmed over 12 years. But I would say that unlike Boyhood, Birdman has a lot more going for it. Because yes, the way it's filmed is really, it's unique and not seen that often, and it affects everything else in the movie, but it still relies on the acting, the special effects, and the writing, which is really good. Interestingly enough, the film is written by 4 people, and you can kind of tell, but you're okay with it because it tackles a lot of different topics that all relate to each other. It nails theater actors and movie actors and the kind of what you would imagine their relationship to be, especially like Michael Keaton and Edward Norton are so, like, there's similarities acting wise, but there's so much more snobbery with Edward Norton's character, which I think is true of theater actors, but no, it is. And it also addresses social media and criticism, mostly theater criticism. So it makes sense for a film that tackles so many interweaving topics for it to be written by 4 people, because you have different perspectives instead of just one person trying to take it all on. So I think it made the writing 10 times better, and it was just, it's on point. So often I was just like, yes, you're good movie, that's it. And that's why I really dug this movie, because it didn't solely rely on the whole let's make it look like one take thing. The writing is on point, the acting is on point, everyone brings their game. It's scary to sign up for something like that, but it just shows kind of the caliber of these actors. And it all comes together to make a really thoughtful movie. And when I say thoughtful, I mean you're thinking about it, like, obviously as soon as you walk out, it's a thing on your mind that, well, I'm going to be talking about this for the next 10 hours, and then it's all you talk about for, like, the next 2 weeks. Like, you just can't stop thinking about it. That's this movie. And maybe you could argue that it does take too much on, like, the topics of actors, movie actors, social media, theater criticism, and then also like the fact that Michael Keaton's character is going through this psychological breakdown, but you know, like, life is like that. Like, a lot of things happen and you just, you know, can't help it. So, you know, it gets messy. And but this movie handles it beautifully. Like, it's just so well made. So, all in all, Birdman is like a different level of filmmaking and doesn't just rely on that, because everything else is just really good. So I'm doing it. I'm giving it the big 5, the Sarah stamp of approval, guys. Like, if you haven't seen it, I mean, you probably have, because I'm really behind. But if you haven't seen it yet, do it, because it's really good, and you'll be talking about it, and it's a movie that people will be talking about for a while, I think. Okay guys, that's it for me. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Toodles!